Hi, guys, and I want to talk to you about GameStop for a second, about today. So, the volume on GameStop today was at an all time low. When I tell you an all time low, it's because 2.66 million shares traded back and forth compared to the 2.65 that traded May 1st of this year. The only difference is 2.6 is essentially zero point 0.6 of a percent. Not even 1% of the float traded back and forth. The ratio is the lowest it's been because GameStop's float is now 446 million shares, not 300 and, well, it was 306 back then. So GameStop's offered up about 140 million more shares. So that's getting into the mix. But even with 140 million more added to the float, there's nothing being traded. So why does that matter? The last time GameStop did this, where they had 2 days in a row where it was like no movement, boom, boom. The next day, GameStop went up $2, went all the way to $12 from the $10 that it was in May, went up to 12. And then it made a run after that, to go up 20% in one day. That kind of threw out the flare. It was like, hey, we're running. So can GameStop run from here? I'm looking for a run on GameStop by the 15th of November, by the 14th. But it could happen tomorrow. It could start tomorrow. It being Friday, you're going to go ahead and catch some shorts. You might even roll in some gamma in there, catch some contracts that are just written. And for me, it wouldn't matter whether it's true or not, right? I'm just telling you the facts of life right now. GameStop in May was trading at 2.6 million shares of the float, which was very low volume, the lowest it had ever been at that point too. And then it went crazy. I hope you guys like buying it at $20. I really hope you do, because this thing's not going down. It's going to go up. It's so tight right now. It's so dead. It's so dry. It was 2.9 million shares yesterday, and now 2.6 today. 300,000 shares less than. But when you look at it ratio-wise, it's one of the driest days ever today. And let's talk about the candles. So GameStop opened up at $20.40 something cents. That was the low. And it went the high, $20.80 something cents. So literally a 40-cent window. Nothing at all. To be up 9 cents today matters to not many people. It just means it's flat. It's completely flat. It's being pushed down, guys, but there's not much place to push it. GameStop trades usually the lowest. I remember it was 438 book, and it got all the way down to 995, so 991, 995. Like, you couldn't really get below 2x, right, on book. And right now, GameStop's trading at, it should be like 10 or 11 book, and it's trading at $20 flat. I mean, you're right there at 2x. So I think it really needs to run out of here. They have no choice. They have no choice because people are not selling. People are going to run on this. So GameStop looks like the right thing to buy right now. And I want you guys to pay attention to it. I've been paying attention to it, but Q3 is about to finish up. And from the PSA graded numbers I've seen the shelves. I've seen every card. Collectibles are gone off the shelves, guys. That's what I've seen. And there have been some good games, I guess, but not, it's not constant. It's not title driven yet. It's more about profits and the margins based off the products that you are selling. So to get, to lighten it up on apparel, which they've done, they've gotten rid of a lot of the apparel, and they started transitioning into the cards. I can only imagine what the markup is. And certainly the PSA graded connection. That was announced Q2, but you're getting a full Q3 at PSA, the website, like cards for sale. But think about what that's going to bring in once they start grading the cards themselves, and those people start, coming in. I always said this, the CAC, right? The customer acquisition cost is zero because you're getting an up. It's what we call in the sales world an up. You're getting someone to walk up to your counter. You're getting someone to come back to your store when they come to pick up their PSA graded card. So many reasons to have people come to the store. You're giving them two, one to drop off and one to pick up. And, buying more cards while you're there and opening and cracking them open and then sending them out right there on the spot. That's what you're going to see. People are going to be adopting and doing. GameStop's going to be a hangout, and I don't have a problem with it as long as they're consuming the products and buying them. So I'm all about it, guys. This can change the world, and you can change the world. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. It's the driest it's ever been. It's the tightest it's ever been as far as Bollinger Bands go. I mean, this thing's ready to pop, and it's going to. And I won't sell. I won't sell. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell the world I told you so. That's one thing. But when it pops, you guys got to remember, GameStop's going to do a couple of things. One, they're going to be forever profitable. Two, they could offer more shares and raise more capital, which would be phenomenal for me. And lastly, a dividend and an S&P 500 announcement. When they're ready to get into the S&P 500, they're going to be undeniable at that point. So you can only imagine what the stock will do fundamentally. But people aren't ready for this world. People aren't ready for this explanation because they choose not to believe in GameStop or Ryan Cohen. That's fine. You don't have to. But the fact that there was only 2.6 million shares today, that tells me no one's selling. Not at $20. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace.